Wow, this is the emptiest train station I've ever seen, which makes it the perfect place to talk about something that's really been bothering me. You see, some scientists got grant money from the DEA to do a study of marijuana, but they couldn't use marijuana, so they used tobacco instead. What they did was they got a whole bunch of people, and half of them smoked tobacco, and half of them smoked nothing. And they waited for a certain period of time and got back to them and found out, surprise, surprise, that the group that smoked tobacco got way more cancer than the group that smoked nothing. Now, since tobacco shares many common ingredients with marijuana, like tar, they came to the obvious logical conclusion that marijuana causes cancer. Now, this is obviously flawed logic. I mean, you can make apple juice out of apples. Apples are a fruit. Oranges are also a fruit. Therefore, you can make orange juice out of apples. Despite this flaw in logic, every newspaper in America had headlines saying, finally, scientific proof that marijuana causes cancer. Well, a bunch of other scientists looked at this and said, hey, wait a minute. If you want to prove that marijuana causes cancer, you have to do this exact same study using marijuana instead of tobacco. And luckily, that's what they did. They got a whole bunch of people, and half of them smoked marijuana, and half of them smoked nothing. And they waited for a certain period of time and got back to them, and surprise, surprise, they discovered that the group that smoked marijuana got way less cancer than the group that smoked nothing, thereby seeming to prove the exact opposite of the previous theory, and that marijuana seems to prevent cancer. Now, did every newspaper in America retract their headlines saying that marijuana causes cancer and replace it with this new fact-based study showing the exact opposite? No, they didn't. And that's why everybody in America has this misconception about marijuana, because they're not getting the facts. The facts. That's what I'm trying to get out here. We need to live in a fact-based community.
Made by Michael Dare!